You've probably used ChatGPT, maybe today. What you probably don't know is that the company behind it was never supposed to make money. It was founded as a charity, a nonprofit, built to protect humanity from AI, not to profit from it. So how did that charity end up worth $850 billion? And how did its CEO end up one of the most powerful men on Earth? That's what this video is about. It's 2015. AI is advancing fast, faster than most people realize, and Elon Musk is scared. His fear? That Google, a company obsessed with profit, is going to build superhuman AI first. And when that happens, there'll be no safety net, no oversight, no one protecting the rest of us. So Musk goes to Sam Altman, a well-connected Silicon Valley insider, and they agree to do something radical. Build an AI lab that nobody owns, no shareholders, no profit motive, just a mission: develop AI safely for the benefit of all of humanity. They call it OpenAI. And to prove they're serious, they do something unheard of in Silicon Valley. They publish their research, all of it, for free. Musk puts in $100 million personally. Other big names follow. For a few years, it works exactly as promised. But building frontier AI is extraordinarily expensive, and donations only go so far. By 2019, OpenAI is running out of runway. Training a single cutting-edge AI model costs hundreds of millions of dollars. The nonprofit model can't keep up, so Sam Altman proposes a compromise. They'll create a for-profit arm, a subsidiary that can take real investment. But to protect the mission, there's a catch. Investor returns are capped at 100 times their money. Anything beyond that goes back to the nonprofit. Altman calls it the best of both worlds. Microsoft calls it an opportunity. They invest $1 billion, then more. Eventually over $13 billion in total. On paper, the nonprofit is still in charge. The for-profit arm is just a tool. That's the story anyway. Fast forward to November 2023. On a Friday afternoon, OpenAI's board sends a message to Sam Altman. You're fired. No detailed explanation, just a statement about a lack of candor. What happens next is unlike anything Silicon Valley has ever seen. Within hours, nearly every OpenAI employee threatens to quit unless Altman is brought back. Microsoft, which owns a huge stake, says it'll hire all of them if they walk. The board caves. 5 days later, Altman is reinstated as CEO. The board members who fired him, almost all of them are gone. Think about what just happened. The nonprofit board, the people legally responsible for making sure AI benefits humanity, tried to use their power, and they lost completely. The mission tried to assert itself. The money won. After the firing, it becomes clear the current structure isn't working. OpenAI announces it wants to convert fully into a for-profit company, cutting the nonprofit out of real control. The backlash is enormous. Former employees write open letters. Elon Musk, now a direct competitor, files a lawsuit claiming Altman betrayed the founding mission. The attorneys general of California and Delaware start asking questions. Under pressure, OpenAI changes course. In May 2025, Altman announces the nonprofit will stay in control. But here's the thing. What OpenAI became is a public benefit corporation, a for-profit structure with the nonprofit technically overseeing it. Critics immediately point out the problem. The nonprofit's control isn't locked in by law. It's written in internal governance documents that can be renegotiated. And OpenAI still needs trillions of dollars to build what it says it's building. Every new investor means more pressure. More pressure means the mission bends a little more. Here's where the numbers get hard to believe. In 2025, OpenAI made over $20 billion in revenue. That's extraordinary growth, almost 5 times in a single year. But in that same year, they lost $38.5 billion. Over $10 billion of that went to Microsoft alone, just for computing power. Their infrastructure project, Stargate, has a price tag of $500 billion. And the company is now valued at up to $852 billion. A company burning nearly $40 billion a year, worth nearly $1 trillion. That's either the most ambitious bet in the history of technology or the most expensive illusion ever constructed, possibly both. OpenAI started with a genuinely idealistic question. What if the most powerful technology ever built wasn't controlled by anyone who wanted to profit from it? A decade later, that question hasn't been answered. It's been buried under $850 billion. The company that was founded to make sure AI didn't fall into the wrong hands is now one of the most commercially powerful organizations on Earth. Whether that's a betrayal of the mission or the only way to survive long enough to fulfill it depends on who you ask. But one thing is certain. OpenAI started with a genuinely idealistic question. What if the most powerful technology ever built wasn't controlled by anyone who wanted to profit from it? A decade later, that question hasn't been answered. It's been buried under $850 billion. The company that was founded to make sure AI didn't fall into the wrong hands is now one of the most commercially powerful organizations on Earth. Whether that's a betrayal of the mission or the only way to survive long enough to fulfill it depends on who you ask. But one thing is certain. The word non-profit has never meant less.